Uncharted 4 is objectively held as one of the greatest PS4 exclusives. But if you're like me and haven't played it yet, you'll no doubt want to play the first 3 titles so you can catch up. Well, I'm here to tell you if Uncharted Drake's Fortune still holds up. So join me as we rank the Jank.
History can't be wrong, you know.
So let's start with the positives. There are some well-crafted dungeons, on par with the rebooted Tomb Raider trilogy, and exploring them can feel intuitive and fluid at times. The voice acting, led by Nolan North and Emily Rose, is excellent. Really can't fault it.
I'm Gabriel Roman.
Yeah, I know who you are, asshole.
How'd you get yourself in this mess?
Even if some of the lines haven't quite retained their charm.
Son of a bitch.
The cutscenes are well animated for an early PS3 game, and is comparable with some of the better games of the year. Okay, now that's out of the way, let's get janking! Video games are supposed to be fun, or at the very least gripping, able to captivate the player and motivate them to drive on through the campaign or play one more round. There was very little fun to be had here. The combat mechanics were splashier than a slip and slide in monsoon season and led to many a furiated scream as the reticules skated from one side of the enemy to the other. And when is a headshot not a headshot? Who bloody knows? And that's when the enemies were still. Every shot would send them reeling, preventing any momentum or flow, and grinding the whole experience to a halt for every encounter. I mean, look at that! Look at that! I promise I'm not this bad at video games. Also, occasionally and seemingly randomly, it would alternate which shoulder you were looking over when coming out of cover and wouldn't allow me to switch over, obscuring your view. Fun! The dodge and cover mechanics were haphazard and were frustrating from the start of the game all the way to its culmination in the final chapter. Also, it's worth noting I played this game using the PS Now service on PC, and let me tell you, that thing chugs, even with a strong and stable connection. Frame spikes marred about 10 to 15% of the whole experience. Although to say it ruined the game would be the equivalent of sprinkling toilet water on a cake made of broken glass. The meal wasn't all that appetizing to begin with. Moving on, let's talk traversal. There were real moments of fluidity where I, dare I say it, enjoyed myself.
You make it sound so dirty.
However, any hopes of redeeming Nathan Drake's debut adventure were dashed moments after when the thing you did last time suddenly doesn't work this time, and you fall, and fall, and fall to your death until you realize the rules have been changed but no one told you. Do you want me to press circle or not? Stop keeping secrets from me, naughty dog! Speaking of secrets, I stumbled upon around 20% of these, and they were a nice little dopamine spike to drag my psyche from the gutters of despair before it tumbled back down. And down and down and down and... You get my point. Yes, this game is quite frankly unplayable and... Wait, what's this? Lo and behold, there's an easy mode.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Indeed, I could no longer bring myself to continue the torture and needed to bring about a swift and painless end. Switching it down to easy sleazy is the greatest achievement in my shallow, vapid life. I actually enjoyed parts of the combat, but look at these suckers fly! The Desert Eagle is quite the diamond in the Jank. Overall, if you'd like to feel the sweet embrace of death 1,000 times over courtesy of the Grim Janker, then this is the game for you. Although you'll knock it down too easy if you know what's good for you.
Don't worry about it.
I give it a C-. Who ate all the Janks?
Oh my god, no!
If you enjoyed that high-class jankery, might I advise you to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and maybe check us on www.patreon.com/Video Games Ahoy.